From Ticker News with Aaron Young, this is Ticker Today.
I'm Aaron Young. On Ticker Today, China's ambassador to Australia has expressed concerns about Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's plans to increase military spending, warning it could strain the nation's budget and hinder economic growth. Ahead of meetings with Chinese and US officials, Ambassador Xiao Qian asserted that Australia should not view China as a threat but rather as a friend, claiming Beijing's military expansion is normal and modest. He cautioned that rising defence expenditures could divert resources from essential social services, a sentiment echoed by political figures in Australia. Elon Musk has renewed his criticism of President Trump's significant funding bill aimed at supporting his agenda. The backlash follows a previous public disagreement between Musk and Trump over the legislation. Musk has described the bill as both insane and destructive. In a post on X, he wrote, "The latest Senate draft bill will destroy millions of jobs in America and cause immense strategic harm to our country. Utterly insane and destructive, it gives handouts to industries of the past while severely damaging industries of the future. The ongoing tension highlights the ongoing divide in opinions about the financial proposals being put forward by the Trump administration." President Trump has suggested that a ceasefire in Gaza may be achievable within the next week. The announcement comes amid rising casualties in the region and ongoing allegations of war crimes against Israeli forces. Trump came out with the surprise comment while speaking to reporters, saying he was hopeful after speaking to some of the people involved in trying to get a truce.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation that's going on. Gaza, he's asking about. And we think within the next week we're going to get a ceasefire. And we're supplying, as you know, a lot of money and a lot of food to that area because we have to, we're in theory not involved in it, but we're involved because people are dying. And I look at those crowds of people that have no food, no anything, and, we're the ones that are getting it there.
The G7 has finalised a deal that will allow US multinational companies to avoid paying increased corporate taxes abroad. The agreement has been reported by the Financial Times, referencing sources inside the negotiations. The decision reflects ongoing discussions among G7 leaders regarding tax regulation. The deal aims to protect American corporations from potential hikes in global tax obligations. Moderate House Republicans are expressing concern regarding the proposed cuts to Medicaid. A recent poll conducted by a Trump-aligned pollster indicates that the cuts could have serious implications for the Senate GOP. More than a dozen at-risk House Republicans are deeply alarmed at the Senate's decisions to keep its deeper Medicaid cuts in newly unveiled texts, including the politically explosive provider tax. They're warning that they won't support the bill unless the Medicaid language moves closer to the House text. Donald Trump has expressed a desire for Fed Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to resign. During a recent statement, Trump indicated he would appreciate Powell stepping down from the role. The president also called for interest rates to be reduced to 1%, the comments reflecting ongoing tensions between the White House and the Fed Reserve regarding economic policy. Tesla has demonstrated its first ever driverless vehicle of a car to a customer. The company shared a video capturing the significant milestone in automotive technology. The event marks a notable advancement in Tesla's autonomous driving capabilities. As the use of driverless vehicles expands, it raises questions about the future of transportation and delivery services. Meta Platforms has announced the recruitment of 4 additional artificial intelligence researchers from OpenAI. The move marks a continued effort by the tech giant to expand its AI capabilities. The hiring decision comes as companies race to innovate in the rapidly evolving field of AI. The company has recently been pushing to hire more researchers from OpenAI to join Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg's super intelligence efforts. And on the markets, investors are moving from concerns over tariffs to a sense of relief, boosting US stock market to new record highs. The S&P 500, seen as the benchmark for the stock market, closed at 6,173 Friday, up 0.5% on the day. Its first close above 6,144, which was its previous all-time closing high back February 19. The shift largely driven by stronger than expected corporate earnings and a resilient US economy amid significant policy changes under Trump. Analysts note that the market's recovery reflects growing confidence among investors, and as a result, the S&P 500 continues to thrive, showcasing the positive impact of the economic factors. For more, head to the Ticker website, tickernews.co.